What's going on, guys? This is Burrs. I want to talk to you today about magazines and their clearances and tolerances. And what am I talking about more specifically? AKs. And this is an AK-74. That's what I run for the most part. But let's talk about magazines. You know, I have some Bulgarian military surplus. I have some Russian Izmash surplus. I got some East German Bakelites. There's Polish ones out there. There's a lot of different ones out there that you can get. Unfortunately, they're not all going to fit the same. And when I say fit the same, what I mean is actually the ability to put them in and take them out. And do they get stuck? Is there any sort of clearance issue when you have them in? Do they run successfully? When you get your surplus magazines, once you order them or go get them at the gun show, etc., what you want to do is you want to check them, make sure they even work. And if they don't, maybe sell them or try them in a different gun, which is what I had to do. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. When I talk about the actuation of the magazine here, what I mean is, you can hear that right there. Okay, there's a little bit of a clearance issue. And the thing that I noticed is, say you're in an environment where you got to change your magazine out and you haven't been in a gunfight before, there's very stressful times, etc., etc. What you're probably going to do is when you come back to get this magazine out, you're going to pull back on it. And as you can see, I can't actuate that now. When I push forward, I can, okay? I can get it out. The magazines that run best in this gun right here specifically are the Russian Izmash, okay? I can pull back all day and I can actuate that, which is good, and that's what I want. Because the way I do my magazine changes is as I come back off the gun and I hit this out, okay? But in the heat of the moment, you possibly could pull back on that magazine a little bit. Now, do I want to pull back on that magazine and still be able to get this out? Absolutely. So when I go to certain magazines I have, do they work? Yeah, and I'll accept a little bit of a, if I pull back on that and I can actuate it pretty decently, I'll accept that. But when it comes to like this one right here, which as you can see, I pull back on it, I can't even actuate it, okay? So that magazine right there, I'm not even gonna use it in my gun anymore, okay? It's not even related to my gun anymore. And I have other ones here, like I said, that also don't work in the gun, okay? You can still actuate it, but it's just a little bit too much from my comfort zone. Here's another one. These are all Bulgarian military surplus. That one's pretty decent, okay? But I mark my magazines as well based upon the alphabet. And when I say this gun is going to use A through R, okay, that's what this gun's going to use. My other gun's going to use R through 15, okay, and that number. Okay, so there's different different situations, different things. The other thing you can do, which is what I do, as you can see, is I color code them. So this is like a brown camo gun, a tan camo gun. Then I make the magazines the same color, or a color variation. So that's the other thing I'll do. So when you get magazines, especially the surplus ones, make sure that you have them checked, and you check them yourself and make sure that they work in your gun and you're not going to have a problem. Because a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm going to go buy 15 Bulgarian magazines. Well, number one, you're going to spend easily probably $300 some. Number two, if you're going to spend that much money, you better be aware that they might not work very well. Just keep that in mind. Real quick tip, real quick video on checking your magazines, making sure they work, and making sure that when you need to get them out and change them out, you can do so with ease. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know. If you guys have your tips and tricks, go ahead and put in the comments section below. Better yet, make a video response. Until next time, later. Fuck this up, I don't got the batteries. No battery life.